Well, pre-run fit check. Planning on taking the Endorphin Speed 5s out for a bit of a progression run, about a 5K today, I think. Getting week 2 of my half marathon training block started off. I think the story of this week is going to be heat. It's about to get very hot very quickly for most of the week, upper 90s. And air quality. We got Canadian wildfire smoke coming back in. So over the next 3-4 days, it's probably going to be rough outside. It's been getting just a little bit better throughout the day today, so hopefully it'll be fine enough for this run. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I got going on. The loop around the little park. Actually, almost KOM on this. And yes, I hunted it, which means I didn't set it out on a normal run. I did an easy run to this place, and then absolutely went for it. And take it by like 12 seconds. So, I like running back here sometimes just to start to flirt between zone 3 and 4. Kind of see. So far I feel alright. The loop faster than I should have for a progression run. Oh. It's gonna be just over 3 minutes to get around it. I think my KOM is like 250-ish, so definitely cooking. It's okay. I had to wait at an intersection for a good 20-30 seconds. So I got through it in 5:23. We are cooking. It feels not terrible at speed, but still feel that one spot. Week 2, run 2. Plan is going to be easy 2-mile run. However, it is currently 96 degrees outside with a heat index of 107. I don't think anything about this is going to be easy. It's hot, I'm slow. Heart rate's higher than it should be because of this, but I don't know. It's never as hot as I expected it to be. I think I actually said what my plan was for this training block. I'm into week 2 and basically running every other day. Give myself a day off between each run to fully recover. Actually coming off of hip injury. I had really bad IT band tightness and glute medius on the same side, just acting up like crazy. So making sure I got enough time to recover on those down days, doing bandage strengthening exercises and stretching. Each week have one run that's at some pace, maybe 10K or faster, one long run, and then the 3rd to 4th run, depending on how the week lines up, will both just be easy runs like today, just to get some extra mileage in, time on feet. Yeah, I think it should work well. Is my heart rate currently in zone 4? Maybe. Running the pace, not effort. To be honest with you, it doesn't feel hard, so I'm sure it's fine. The stupidity I did to get my hip injured in the first place. Basically all winter, we were barely above 0 degrees Fahrenheit for very large stretches, so for me that means I'm not running outside. I'm stupid, but I'm not dumb. So I spent a lot of time indoors on bike and basically built pace well beyond my running legs could carry. So coming into the spring, I had a few 5Ks booked, kind of get back into the swing of running. And I quickly found that I was more fit than I had left off winter. I took my 5K down from 24:30 in March, and by mid-May, I was down to 21:30. And while doing that, I was also trying to build up an edge for the first 10K race. And my last 5K was a whole 2 weeks before my 10K race. And everything was fine through the 5K, or at least felt fine. Then between that 2 week period, I wanted at least a 1 taper down. So I kind of squeezed my training together a bit in the first week. After running that long run in that week, it was immediately like, oh, I hurt my hip. Well done. Nailed it. So taper week was very much a taper week. I think I ran once. Did the 10K, did it pretty well. Did it in 46, 47. But from about the halfway point through to the end, my hip was hurting. It was a small 10K, so I was basically by myself from that point on. So not the most enjoyable experience, but it was okay. But then, yeah, running on it really sucked, basically from the end of May through June. When I'm running, it's putting load onto my legs that I think they're ready for. But my rest days, I'm also doing strengthening and mobility exercises on it. So depending on what I do for those days, the rest days are probably more intense than the running days. So I'm really kind of just deciding what each run's going to be on feel of the day.
Run 3 for the week. Did feel a little bit under the weather and hip was a little bit sore, so decided to do some cross training on Zwift. Do like to wear a retro jersey whenever I hop on Zwift. It does kind of make it a little bit more fun. And in this case, I like to pretend that I am in fact sponsored by aluminum foil. Chose to do the downtown Titans loop. Just kind of looking to do a nice controlled ride, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. While out, I did come across this large group of Australian riders who were 50 miles into their ride already and pulling 3 watts per kilogram, which is bonkers to me. I can't even do that for FTP. I tried to stick with them for a bit, but it wasn't long before they just completely dropped me. Halfway through at this point, still a bit cooked, but starting to recover from the earlier efforts that I put in, so kind of getting more on track with what I was planning on doing. Put in a cheeky sprint here. And that's route completed. Workout's done. Next up is another rest day and then Sunday long run.
Sunday long run day. Currently 1.8K in. Heart rate is pushing upper zone 3 though, because it is 0 wind, all the sun, about 90 degrees outside. So it is hot. Looking to go for about 8K or 50 minutes, whichever comes first. So far feeling pretty good. Just a bit tired and heart rate's a bit high from the heat. So, yeah. You know, one real big advantage getting out and running when it's really uncomfortable outside is there's just nobody on the trail. I have not seen another person yet, which is wild for being a Sunday morning. They're lost, I guess. I don't know how good of a test this is going to be, but I have added a little wind muff on the mic, so hopefully I'll have less wind billowing through the microphone, but it's not particularly windy today, so I don't think it would have struggled either way today. It was about 3K in, 5:56 for that K. Feeling good, but heart rate's still creeping up. So who knows what the pace is gonna be like the rest of the way. Ran into a couple of inopportune intersections where I had to wait a bit. So ended up hitting the 4K turnaround point at about 25 minutes, so pace ended up backing off. I'm now hitting zone 5 though, so hopefully some downhill stretches will get it back down, otherwise I might need to start walking a bit. Oh, definitely doesn't help that there is zero shade. Oh, No brakes. All gas. Could it be? Is it a mirage? No, it's shade. I feel 100% now. And I'm dead. No joke. A little bit of shade actually makes a difference. Some proper shade for about 50 meters or so. Gotta enjoy it while it lasts. Overall, complete. Ended up doing 8.15K in exactly 50 minutes, so hit both my goals. However, I think the entire second half was zone 5 running, which shows how hot it was today. I know previously I said I really enjoy the heat because it's never as bad as I thought it would be, but it was worse today. It sucked. No wind, no shade. Makes me a very tired runner. Overall though, I think it was an okay week. I did take one day and do Zwift cross training, but I seemed to do the trick in getting things calmed down a bit and feeling better for it. So on to next week.